I'm not showing up in Google very well. I've had it for 2, 3, 4 years. I'm not showing up. What can I do to show up better in Google? And so today I'm going to actually walk through several things for your Google My Business or Google Business Profile, how your website attaches to this, and ways that can help you, tips and tricks that can help you grow your online presence for this. Now, this doesn't matter if we are talking about pressure washing, Christmas lights, any local service business, this will work for. Today, I'm going to be showing some stuff on land clearing, but I'm going to show you things that you can do that will help you show up. And so the first thing that I always do when people say, hey, Jason, will you go check out my stuff? I always like to do these things. And as I do this, I will be showing you things that you can do that can help you be better at. So the first thing I did is it's Hannah Forestry, Oklahoma. So I just wanted to see what they show up as. I also wanted to see, does their website, does anything else show up? Because all of these things can help us show up here in the maps. So this is the first thing I always like to look at. The next thing I always like to look at is pictures. Do you have 100 pictures? And there's data out there saying why you should have 100 pictures. And so this one does not have 100 pictures. So the first thing that I like to see is, do we have 100 pictures? Because this is something. Now, what type of pictures should we have on here? I can get these pictures anywhere of just a before and after, right? I want pictures of you doing the work, right? I want videos, especially this here, of you sawing down a tree, right? Those are super cool and like, wow, that. I want to see you working on the equipment. I want to see you, right? So out of all of these pictures, I have one picture of their family picture. So this is one thing that I want to do is more pictures of you, your employees dressed up, especially if you're going into a person's home. That way they know who you look like. Again, some other pictures that you can do is we want to show Google that, hey, we can do this, right? So this is the land clearing, this is the pressure washing, and it's in this area. So maybe you take a picture of the subdivision going in with your truck in front of that sign. Maybe it's going into the city and it's the truck of you, or maybe it's you pointing at it, right? We're showing Google that, hey, it's here and here are the two connections that we are doing for this. So we've got some videos, and so videos are good too. So these are great videos. People love to see you chopping down trees. People love to see you pressure washing. People love to see you putting up Christmas trees. People love to see you doing plumbing work. So these are things that show how you do it. So first off is pictures. Second, I want to see, are we a service local business or do we have the address? If you don't have a business address, it doesn't really matter, but you can get suspended if it's at your house. Another thing that you can't change, but if you are deciding to name your business, is what is the name of your business, right? Because when people search, what are they searching for? Are they searching for forestry and excavation, or are they searching land clearing? Now, this isn't something that you can change, but it's things that you really got to work on your website to make you show up for these things. And so that is this. Next, I'm just going down the line of how I do it. And the reason why I do this is a big one. Reviews. Reviews are huge, right? We want reviews talking about what we did and where we did it at, right? So in that review, I needed some dirt work pad created and had tons of underbrush that cleared out very well. I'm very pleased. Outstanding work. Communication, great. Where did this happen at? If you can, and I understand this is where we work on our reviews, right? We work on our reviews, and at the very end, you need to have a card that says, hey, here is my review. Will you give it to me? Give me your phone and I'll help you do it right now, because I want to make sure that I'm putting keywords in there. This was the best land clearing job. We cleaned out this pad so we could put our barn down here, and Justin did an amazing job, and this is what we want to be able to do this, right? And it was in this city or this subdivision, right? Because we want to tell Google what we did and where we did it at. Because when other people tell Google that and they take pictures, which this is a picture, which is good. So I always like to go to my newest ones. They did an amazing job clearing our yard, and they worked really fast. Did you clear the yard of leaves? What did you clear the yards of? And so when you respond to them, this is another place that we can say, hey, thank you for us cleaning your yard. We got all the bushes out of the way. It looks amazing. And that's where we can also help with this here. Another one, 4 days ago, I was one of the company's first jobs, and he was starting out. He gave me a quote based on what I had told him through message. He arrived. He realized that the job was much bigger. He gave it to, but he's not telling me anything about the job, right? He's not telling me about the job. And so these keywords will help you start showing up in there. So those are some things like this one here. Great service, parking spot in the backyard. What did you do? How did you do it? Those things are always good to know when we're doing it. All right. So the next thing is, it looks like we have our Facebook. We got different things hooked up there. Questions and answers. This is a good thing to put in here. Ask questions and answer these questions about where's your service location. Hey, we service this, blah, 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 blah. We do this and this. So this is something else here. Next here is our about us page, or about us on Google. So looking for a professional land clearing services in Oklahoma, our reputable, right? And so he talks about what we're doing. This looks good. And you're also talking about in the areas of where it is at. So those are things that we are looking for and how we can do this for our stuff. Next. All right. So that kind of hits on here. The next thing is our posting. So Google posting, this is what you should be doing. Now, when we do our Google post, we need to be linking back to our website. So our website and our Google, we need to work them together. Again, we have got pictures of what it looked like before and after, and that is nice, but this don't even look like a before and after, right? This just looks like trees and no trees. If I wasn't thinking, I would say this is two completely different pictures. So unless I can just perfectly put it in there, I might see this tree here, which is over here, there, but again, I want to make sure. It would have been better with your machine halfway into it, buried, than what it is here. Another thing is your land overgrown and unusable. Don't let it go to waste. Check out what we did in this area. What area? What area? What part of the city? What anything, right? And same way with pressure washing. Hey, we washed a house in this city. Not we cleaned this house. We pressure washed this house. We hung Christmas lights on this house. We did whatever your service is, and that's what we're going to talk about. And so this might be land clearing, so we're going to put land clearing in there and not just call now, right? We need it to book to our website, on our website page that talks about land clearing, that talks about house washing, that talks about roof cleaning, right? We're going to talk about roof cleaning, and it's going to go to the roof cleaning page. And so as I scroll through here, none of these are talking about, right, untapped jungle into a beautiful oasis. I can offer the same premium service. It doesn't say we can offer land clearing for this. So we got to put those keywords in there for our post. And the other thing is, too, you post it on March 18th, March 17th. Post once a day, Monday through Friday. Put it as post once a day, Monday through Friday. And that way, Monday you talk about this. Tuesday we talk about excavation. Wednesday we talk about our testimonials, or testimonials Thursdays. Tip Friday, right? These are all things that we're going to do that's going to point back to our website. Again, February 3rd, we're only posting once every 2 weeks. That's not enough for Google to do this. So On our post, we want to make sure that we're posting enough that we're able to do this here. Now, our website and our Google and our thing here have definitely the same thing. Again, it's a nice picture, but what about a video of a guy of you chopping down a tree or whatever you're doing? Central land clearing. What are people searching for you? And right now, as I looked in Ubersuggest, you've got a domain authority of 1, which means absolutely you're not doing anything, and you got 2 backlinks, right? And those are no follow backlinks, so you don't even have backlinks. So that also tells me or begs the fact that you probably don't have any. You do have some because you're getting listed off of these other websites, which is good, but most of these looks like they're HomeAdvisor, and so that's not going to be the best. So like here on your Google My Business, you need to make sure that you have a page for a business page, so that way you can post a link over there to it, because this right here tells me you don't have a business page, which is not posting a link from this good social media place over there to it. So you need to have a business page. Now for the website, some things that we need to do to get this thing start ranking, because it's not ranking at all, is keep it simple. It is simple, but you do need words. But right now you got a call button, get a quote, but soon as they get down here, they got to get a quote there, which is good. Get a quote, subscribe. What are we subscribing to? Do I care if they subscribe? No, I don't want them to subscribe. I want them to call me. I want them to do that. Even these 2 buttons up here, a lot of times, once I get them on my website, I don't want to take them off of my website, right? I want to make sure that I keep them on my website. Some things that can keep us not from getting ranked is we need to come over here into Google Search Console and get our website on here. And then once we get our website signed down here, what you have to do is you actually have to, whoever you're hosting your name through, so if you're Namecheap, if you're GoDaddy, they're going to give you a site here that's going to tell you to go put this thing on your website. So basically, I've got some down here that I don't have done here. So I'm going to go in here and it's going to give me this here and the verification on it. So I got to verify that, and it's going to actually put it on GoDaddy or whoever I'm hosting it. And from there, that's how I'm going to be able to see what's going on here. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to get the sitemap. So you're going to have to figure out how to get your sitemap, and you're going to load it in Search Console, because what you want Google to do is you want Google to start seeing your pages and start ranking, indexing your pages. If your pages are non-indexed, then they're not going to show up on Google. So this is how we can get them indexed, is by doing it here. Also, Google Analytics. If we post this in Google Analytics, this is another thing that's going to help us show up more on Google, because we got to do the things that Google wants for us to show up on Google. So once we get Google up and running, what we can do is we'll do a service page of mulching. What is mulching? You might think it's the tree mulching, but what is it? You're doing tree mulching. Some people might think it's mulching of the flower beds, right? So you got to make sure what people know of, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go over on Google Business and you're going to put a link to this page, and you're going to start linking over to this page. And so this is how we can start getting this to rank also, because right now this ain't ranking at all. This is just a pretty website. It's back to, you can have the most prettiest website and they don't rank. You can have the most hideous website and they will rank and they will get a lot of business. And so it's important that as we do this and we start putting content on, and we start, go look in your area to see who has good whatever. You're doing some blogs, right? So you're doing some blogs for those areas. Make sure you're putting pictures in there, because nobody's going to read a bunch of words. So you want pictures, you want videos. All of these things are going to help you start ranking on your business page. And once you start ranking a few pages, it will start ranking everything, and everything will get better for you. So again, I know this was a little bit of land clearing, a little bit of pressure washing. Doesn't matter if I'm talking about pressure washing, doesn't matter if I'm talking about Christmas sites, whatever service business, these tactics work across the board for us. Another thing too I didn't see on there is make sure you put the links to your social media in there. If we come back here to, if you can type in my business, and I'll show you on my business here. This is something that you can do to make sure that your social media stuff is getting put in there. So that's why we want to make sure that we are doing our social media stuff so we can do this. AI tools, GMB everywhere. I got you. So what we want to do is when we come in here, we want to make sure that we're putting services, because right now you don't have any services in the bottom of that. We want to edit products. And so when you put products and services in there, they're going to show up underneath there. And each one of these on the website, like that's a product, that's a product, that's a product. Every one of those are different products. And that's what we are going to do for us. Because the only thing right now you're coming up for is house pads. I've seen that come up on several different things there. But again, when we go in here, you're going to do your Q&A. There was something else I just got rabbit trailed on, and I don't remember what it was now. But again, you want to put your your products, edit your services. All of these things are definitely going to help you to start ranking in the Google business. Oh, I know what I was going to say too. One thing in here is you want to go in here and you want to add your social media profiles. You want to add all your hours. If you got any special hours, you want to make sure your hours in there, and you want to make sure that your social media stuff is in there. Where is it at? There's a place in here where you can link your social media stuff. That's what I was trying to do, because there's actually stuff coming for your social media stuff is starting to show up in here, just so you know. If you show up in social media stuff, I've seen something just come out today as May 22nd that your social media posts are showing up in here. So you post all your social media stuff, it'll start showing up here too. So again, we want to feed Google what it needs. So those are things to show up so you can keep growing your business. Hope that helps, and I'll talk at you all later.